I just asked Cody how it's going to be fought in court, does he think? And you said?
You had talked about how it was the United States preserving other countries from our exportations of our liberty. In some sense, I like that description, but for me, I think the ironic outcome is, or it's a demonstration of claiming everything in the national security interest. And I'll say it this way. They say, well, your useless plastic gun can't be shared with other people. It's important to our national security. And my sense is like, this is the logic of the total state. In the end, everything will be claimed to be needed to preserved and protected in the national security interest. It's the invasion of agents of the court into the medical space, into the health space. I mean,
mothers
everywhere. Yeah, and it's consistent to me with this idea that the total bureaucratization of social space itself.
Last time you were here, you were a guy with an idea and a rebel. This time you come back and you are literally a guy in the history books. I mean, when I first heard about it, I wrote an email to you, or had somebody on the staff write an email and said, I'd like to buy that for the museum, because it won't be held by the Smithsonian. It should be. But that is the world's first plastic gun printed, and you change the world, whether you know it or not. Do you ever sit back and say, this, good or bad, no matter how it turns out, this is a global changing event?
I think maybe paradigmatically it can become that. It might be that already. I don't know. I'm too much in the center of it, you know? And I'm too much of a cynic to really believe that this is the first time this was done in any meaningful way. The first time we had barrel tests and the barrels worked, I said, wait a minute, this was too easy. And this is not even a strong plastic. I became a Cold War archaeologist. How long have we had plastic guns? Is a question I ask myself. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. But now you can print it with a printer.
That's true.
And
it's
I mean, I don't know
available.
how much guts it took to pull the trigger on that. I mean, how much, seriously, I mean, how did you test it to know that it wasn't going to blow up in your face?
For months we had tested barrels and certain assemblies. Now, we had only tested that particular gun remotely one time, and the next time I tested by hand. So you could say it was foolish, but I had a pretty strong idea it would work.
So where do you go from here? What do you do now?
Looks like I'll be involved in a court dispute, maybe. I might be tangled up with some administrative stuff.
Do you have anybody who has taken your case and said, I want to fight this?
Well, it's not quite at the phase where we fight it yet. There is the suggestion from contacts we have in the administration that say, yeah, justice is going to go all the way with this.
Yeah, I can guarantee you.
They're going to go all the way.
And if you haven't thought about some sort of legal counsel, you're going to spend prison time.
Maybe. In the end, I think, we've got
I mean,
people
if you have good people, but if you don't think that they're going to not fight you with everything they have.
I think it's clear that it's political, and in the end we might be able to bring it out into the public space and say, look, this is clearly a politically motivated attack. But yeah, there's people who are excited at the possibilities and questions that this raises, and I feel safe in their hands. And in the end, this is the discussion that we were really engendering.
I will tell you that we'll have to have you back and discuss some more just political philosophy with you, because I'm not sure we agree on everything, but we do agree on this, that ideas are not dangerous. It's what people... I could have built a gas chamber. I could have shown you the schematics of a gas chamber. You're not going to put people in the gas chamber. It took Hitler to put people in the gas chamber. Ideas are not dangerous. It's the people that use them. Thank you very much. We'll talk to you again.
Appreciate it, Bob.
You bet. Back in just a second.